When Nancy got involved in something, she definitely gave it her all. She went to work for the California Highway Patrol in their press office. She worked in the governor's office. I know she worked under Governor Schwarzenegger. She worked under John Garamendi. There's some big names in big names in politics here in California.
Nancy and I met right when I was actually in college and working in television, and we were immediate friends, and we did lots of crazy fun projects together and adventures. She was a ball of energy. In terms of what she liked to do, she liked to have fun, she liked her people, and she loved to help people just see the world better and help people grow. And so she was always 3 steps ahead of you for what you needed in your life, or if she knew you wanted to accomplish something or do something, she was a connector.
I met her at a retirement party up here for one of our deputy commissioners. Saw her, fell in love with her smile right away. She had a smile that was $1 million smile. We got to talking. One thing led to another, and we started dating, and we got married in 2017, in October of 2017. I'm sorry, September. Don't tell her I messed that up. We went on a honeymoon with a bunch of friends to the Panama Canal. We took a cruise through the Panama Canal, which was one of her big bucket list items. And we came back from that trip, and a short time later, she went and had a mammogram done. There was some concern over the mammogram, so they sent her in for the ultrasound, I believe is the next step. There were some issues with the ultrasound, and they sent her in for an MRI, and we got the phone call that they had diagnosed her and felt that she had some lumps that needed to be taken care of and biopsied.
When she first was diagnosed, like I said, she researched and she got the binder, and we both did media and PR and all of that together. So when you approach a project, you want to get everything out and get it organized, and we had done that together for years. Medicines can be difficult, and she had a ton of meds, and yes, it was very difficult to keep track of them, even for someone who had a binder, had them organized, and had them labeled. And then when the meds start impacting you, and the meds start impacting your memory, or there's so much, it's difficult.
And then it became a big bucket of her medicines, all thrown together. And she would take hours to put into those daily medicine cases that have Monday through Friday, AM, PMs, all that. She would fill those up, and it would take hours to do. And then it became an issue. Did you remember to take your meds? Did you take all your meds? And I was questioning that, so I finally asked her you gotta give me a schedule. You gotta tell me what you're taking, when you're taking it, because if somebody asks, I don't have a clue what to tell them.
Because I just remember walking in and seeing this huge bin. Now again, we're people that do events and projects in detail, so usually pretty good with that. But trying to pass off and keep things straight was very hard. And then trying to communicate if one of us came up and took the morning shift, or to give David a break, or trying to keep track of it. And the other thing for someone like Nancy, who's fiercely independent, she really didn't want the help.
How do I know that you took those meds? Because there were times that she couldn't remember. There were times that she had infections and fevers, and we all know how that can affect a person. And I would sit there, and she's like, yeah, I took them. And I'm like, I have no way of knowing for sure that she took them or not. And that's where we met up. A friend of ours introduced us to Charles to get involved with this project that he was creating called HiDO. I remember him coming out and introducing her to the machine, and again, as a side note, me to the machine. And then we just started using it and saw how much easier it made our lives. HiDO is probably the easiest machine I've ever seen to help you manage the pharmaceuticals that you take every day. It's very simple to use, very easy to use. You open up the back, it's got different, what looks like prescription bottles. You put your medicines in those. It tells you what your medicines are, what your medicines are used for, so you can get all that. It's an educational device. It's a dispensing device. It's a quantity control device. It reminds you when you're low on medicines, when you need to take your medicines. It's just very simple and easy to use.
She believed in HiDO, she believed in that device, and she believed it could help people. Not only was it helping her, but she believed in it, the power of it to be able to make a difference for so many other people.
At times, she realized that things were not going as well as we were hoping. Other times, she was happy as can be, and like, we're gonna get through this, David. We're gonna fight this, and we're gonna go on with our lives and do all the things we plan to do. But deep down, I think Nancy had an inkling what was going on, but she didn't show it. She went out with I want to say she went out with a smile.
I think she would continue to say, I don't want to go. She loved us, and she didn't want to go. And so I'm still struggling to reconcile that and to wrap my head around that. And the best way I can do that is to carry on her legacy, even in little tiny ways. And I can't tell you, like, every single day there's something that happens, I want to pick up the phone and call her, or I forget, you know, I'm still at that stage. So even yesterday when I was studying and I really wanted to talk to her about, you know, what I was dealing with right then, it was just natural to pick up the phone and call her. That's when I really want to stop, and I want to just take a deep breath and know that she can still live in my heart, and hopefully I can make the world that much of a better place. That's why I'm here today with, you know, doing this. Because I do believe in HiDO, and I do believe this can take pressure off. I saw it with my own dad. I saw it with my family. I saw it when our friend Sharon passed. So if we can provide additional tools that can help make this illness and the struggle a little bit easier, then it makes the world a better place. And when there's so much crazy happening in the world, we all need to make it just a little bit better.
Hey everybody, I'm out of ICU. I'm off of dialysis and have made it into a room in isolation. So David and Allie are looking after me, and I just want to say thank you to all of you for your prayers, because I know those prayers made a difference for me, and you saved my life. And I love you all very much, and I can't wait to see you soon. Bye.